Anemia in sheep and goats. Anemia may be the decrease in hemoglobin or RBC count in the total or the PCV count in the per ml of blood. Anemia may be regenerative or non-regenerative. Anemia can be, there may be loss of blood due to destruction, or there is lack production. There is lack of production of RBCs. When regenerative is when the bone marrow responds appropriately to the decreased RBCs, red cell mass, or increases RBC production and releasing the reticulocytes. The immature RBCs, as you know, they are larger in size and there are numerous numbers. So they take the blue color when they are stained with giemsa and eosin, HME staining. Then anemia, they may be caused due to hemorrhage or hemolysis, and it is typically regenerative. Hemorrhage may be due to trauma or any injury. Hemolysis may be due to any RBC destruction by the hematoprotein diseases, destruction of the RBCs or toxins, any toxins inside the body. Non-regenerative anemia, this responds inadequately to the increased need of RBC. The bone marrow is unable to produce the demand, so there is non-regenerative anemia. This may be caused by the decreased erythropoietin production or an abnormality in the bone marrow. So it is known as non-regenerative anemia. The causes of anemia, as I told you, may be blood loss, nutritional causes, infectious diseases, or pregnancy. Blood loss may be due to any injury or any bacterial viral infection, or there is hemorrhage in the intestine. Ulcers, nutritional causes may be due to deficiency of macro or microminerals in the feed, or the feed is deficient in these products. Then infection diseases like hematoprotein or bacterial viral diseases or any toxins or poisoning cases, they will lead to anemia. Pregnancy also, this is physiological anemia. There will be decrease in RBC. Then blood loss, as I told you, there is external injury or wounds or any other accidental or any other trauma. Then parasites, which includes both external as well as internal parasites. In case of sheep and goat, Haemoncoccus is a major parasite, which is a bloodsucker, ferocious. It is a very heavy bloodsucker, and they cause ulcers and lead to anemia. External parasites like ticks and fleas and biting flies, they are nuisance. They cause anemia in sheep and goat. Then external parasites like fleas, ticks, lice, and mites. Internal parasites include the stomach worm or the barber pole, liver flukes. They cause severe anemia, and also liver fluke causes the bottle jaw appearance. The most common, the goat worm is the Haemonchus contortus, commonly known as barber pole. Barber's pole worm. The barber's pole worms attach to the inner lining of the goat's stomach, and that is the abomasum, where they feed on the goat's blood through the stomach wall. Another common parasite is coccidiosis. Coccidiosis in goats is very common problem. This recently there is a thesis on this in our department, which is under just submission. The madam, she has worked in this and she has found that neem and cucumber longa haldi, it says, work efficiently in coccidiosis in goats. The coccidion is a protozoan that can be found in the intestinal lining of our goats and is most common in kids that are between 1 and 4 months of old. This is characterized by diarrhea that can be bloody, or it may be blood mixed if it is left untreated. So these are some of the pictures of coccidia, Haematological type. Then liver fluke infection in the liver and goats, sheep and goats is also very common. Liver fluke is internal parasites of goats that will cause poor body coat, loss of appetite, anemia, and rapid death. This is mostly seen in the water where there is water logging, but where there is dry condition, river fluke infestation is not a problem. The eggs are operculated, as you know, and oval shaped. Now, nutritional anemia, it is an inadequate diet which can cause anemia in the goats. The foremost nutritional cause of anemia in goats is the copper. Lack of copper or the overload of copper can lead to anemia. The lack of copper occurs due to deficiency of copper in the soil where the goat farm is there, or it may be also due to molybdenum excess. An excess amount of molybdenum, which is copper antagonist in the ground, or other elements that can bind with copper to make the level of copper lesser than required and cause anemia in goats. The goats will have different signs like loss of appetite, loss of growth, poor hair coat, dull coat color, and the muscle problems with low availability of copper. The toxicity due to copper leads to the damage to the red blood cells and results in depression and weakness in the goats, along with anemia and sudden death. The imbalance of minerals is also leading to cause of anemia in the goats. Anemia due to mineral deficiency are fewer as compared to that of copper. Some plants like brassica and kale, these plants are very toxic. They cause source of anemia in the goats when they are left for grazing. Now, the infectious causes like Jones disease and paratuberculosis can cause anemia in the goat. These bacterial disease will cause diarrhea in the goat. It leads to chronic diarrhea, loss of appetite, loss of body weight, and anemia. Pregnancy in the goat, they also cause anemia during kidding. The process of nursing in the kids can also cause anemia in the goats as the females have to provide the kids everything they require to nourish. Symptoms of anemia, as you well all know, there are clinical signs and their severity depends on the degree of anemia. First sign is behavioral. The first behavioral sign include prolonged recumbency, depression, reduced nursing, and foraging or grazing. The animals they like to lie down. They will not allow the kids to suckle, and they will not go out for foraging or grazing. The physical findings include pale mucous membrane, hemolytic anemia, which leads to jaundice. The heart rate is increased or tachycardia. The pulse rate is also increased on having large amplitude, and the absolute intensity of the heart sound is markedly increased in anemic cases. There is submandibular edema or bottle jaw due to Haemonchus contortus. This is due to hypoproteinemia. The respiratory distress appearing as an increase in the rate of depth of respiration without much increase in the rate. Labored breathing occurs in the terminal stages. When the anemia is severe, in the terminal stages, we can see dyspnea. There will be signs of inciting disease, and these can include edema, jaundice, petechial and ecchymotic hemorrhages in the mucosa, and hemoglobinuria is seen. These are some of the pictures showing pale mucous membrane. The tongue is white, submandibular edema, bottle jaw appearance, and jaundice in the visible mucous membranes. Now coming to the diagnosis of anemia in the goats. Systemic clinical examination of each anemic goat to detect the ectoparasites in the body should be done. Ectoparasites are very common and this can be easily be seen on the body of the goats. Then microscopic examination of the fecal sample for the detection of parasitic ova and oocyst. They should be conducted wherever possible in the laboratories. Fecal examination by direct flotation method or by McMaster's, the fecal egg count can be done. Then peripheral blood smears from the animals should be prepared and stained with Giemsa stain and examined for hemoparasites, for Babesia and other hemoprotozoans. How to detect the anemia in the field condition? This is known as FAMACHA test. This has a chart from 1 to 5. This chart is categorized into 5. 1 to 5, the conjunctival color is assessed on the scale of 1 to 5. In 1, it means it is red and normal, whereas the 5 indicates it is white. The category 1 is red or dark pink, represents there is no anemia, whereas category 5 or white color represents severely anemic goats or sheep. So this can be taken to the field condition. This is very easy if the chart is available. Then normal hematological parameters of RBC count. As you know, hemoglobin ranges between 8 to 12 grams per deciliter, PCV percentage 22 to 38, TEC is 8 to 18, and MCV, MCH are as shown. Coming to the treatment, the principle of treatment of anemia ensures adequate oxygen transport to the tissues, prevention of the deleterious effect of anemia or hemolysis, and treatment of the enzymatic diseases. The hematinic preparations, the ready-made preparations, as you all know, is interferon injection. Interferon, it can be given in twice a week, which contains iron dextron at a concentration of 50 milligram of iron per ml. It should be given deep intramuscular. Total dose of iron is given at the rate 3 to 4 milligram of hemoglobin deficiency per kg of body weight. The oral preparation of hematinic powder is given at the rate of 5 gram orally once daily, which comprise of ferrous sulfate, copper sulfate, magnesium sulfate, and cobalt sulfate. Now coming to the herbal drugs for anemia. The Moringa oleifera. This is a wonderful plant, and I advise all the goat farmers, the veterinarian should advise the goat farmers to plant at least 1 or 2 moringa plants in the vicinity of the farms. If they have dual farming, if they have agriculture along with the goat farm, they should always plant a moringa plant on the edges of the farm. This has a very multifactorial effect. It works in the anemia also, as a food supplement, you can give the leaves, and also as a herbal dewormer, there are multifactorial effects. So this has gained wide range of applications, both in as a nutritional and therapeutic agent globally. Nowadays, this plant powder is available on market as a ready-made source. Even the human beings are using this. The results showed that Moringa oleifera was able to increase the hemoglobin count in male winter rats administered at 1% or 10% aqueous extract. Another study showed there is slight increase in hemoglobin count among the rats given 400 milligram per kg body weight of Moringa oleifera leaf extract. Although there were general increase in hemoglobin count, the lowest 1 milligram per kg concentration of moringa brought about the highest hemoglobin count. Moringa leaf powder extract and kutaj, rind of pomegranate or anar. In Hindi, it is known as anar. The peel of pomegranate can be procured from the juice centers. They can be dried and powdered, and the mixture of moringa oleifera leaf and that anar pomegranate rind can be mixed and given, and this is used as a dewormer in case of goats. Then herbal parasiticides, as you know, neem. Neem is very good ectoparasiticide. This is ancient herb, also known as Azadirachta indica. This is a wonder herb that has been used in caloric medicine, inflammation medicine. It is a practiced in centuries, and it is a natural pesticide and acaricide. The neem leaves can be boiled in water and can be decanted, and the filtrate can be used as a spray. And the neem dried leaf powder, they can be burned in the shed and it acts as a fly repellent. So it is very useful. The cattle owners are using this as a fly repellent. And the neem paste, as I have used in case of wounds and as a fly repellent and for maggots. The neem leaves paste, it has been used in a research work as known as DMAIS. This neem oil has been used in case of demodemage and this has given wonderful results. Now the ready-made product is Testoban. It contains Cedrus deodara or known as deodar, Azarectica indica, neem, and amblyorite or bidang in 20% solution once the animal is bathed once and allowed to dry on the body. This solution should be, the animal should be bathed and it should be allowed to dry on the body. The use of 1:10 dilution as a spray solution is given and the second application is done following the next day. Next day it should be repeated. The extract of neem oil or neem seed extract is also used. The minimum concentration required to be effective against ticks is 1%, that is 10 ml of neem oil per liter of water to be dissolved, or 30 ml of neem oil is mixed in 5 ml of water with a few drops of mild soap to emulsify the oil. This is sprayed on the body of the animal every 2 to 3 weeks. Application should be done against the direction of the hair. The hair should be pushed backwards and it should cover the skin so that the underbelly and the legs are covered. The spray should enter the body. The high acidicide product containing Azarectica indica or neem, then Karanj or P. glabra and Nilgiri and Martini or lemongrass. 100 ml of water-soluble herbal acaricides. They contain 5 ml of lemongrass, 5 ml of eucalyptus, neem oil, and 3 ml of karanj oil, 2 ml of kapoor. This is used at the rate of 2 to 5 ml per 100 ml of water. So this is a polyherbal therapy for acaricides. Now coming to the herbal endoparasiticides. The aqueous ethanol and alcoholic extract of cucurbita, pepo, or kaddu, it is known as Hindi. These seeds have exhibited significant anthelmintic activity against cucurbita, pepo, Caratopis, juglans, and Mamordica, Musa paradisica, and Scandapus officinalis. All this combination, they have been found to show profound anthelmintic activity against Haemonchus contortus in the goat. So these are very good. This Caratopis gigantea is commonly seen in the jungles. It can be mixed with combination with cucurbita pepo. This seeds of cucurbita pepo, this has recently been submitted by the PG student and he has found in the strong eyes of the goat, it is very effective. Anaemia, which a multifactorial etiology, they have some substantial impact on the productive and reproductive performance of the sheep and goat. Regular treatments against parasites during active grazing period is recommended. Then herbal plants, they have anthelmintic properties. They can be used as herbal medicines. But further research on phytochemical composition, pharmacokinetics, dose rate, and then detrimental effects should be done. It is for further research, future research. So these are some of the research theses which have been said. First one is my thesis on studies on therapeutic efficacy of herbal galactose in hypogalactic crossbred cows, in which I have used Lepidium sativum censure and Asparagus racemosus in 7:3 ratio. This was Asparagus racemosus. This is costing 200 nowadays. and Lepidium sativum is 100 rupees per kg. So increase the dose of Lepidium sativum and decrease the Asparagus racemosa. This combination is a very good for increasing the milk production as well as the fat percentage in the cows. And another combination was with Nati. This is also very good gastropub. Second thesis was epidemiological and clinical therapeutic studies in hypogalactic buffaloes. This was also done in our department, and the scientist he has used Asparagus racemosa and three different 25 gram, 50 gram, and 100 gram. So the 100 gram of Asparagus racemosa has given good results, which has increased the milk production as well as the fat percentage. Another one research work in PG was studied the therapeutic efficacy of herbal galactagogue in hypogalactic buffaloes. The scientist, she has used this Lepidina reticulata jivanti along with all the three and Nigella sativa kalonji. All the three, among the all the 5 drugs she has used, we found Asparagus racemosa and Lepidium sativum combination in 7:3 ratio gave the best results. Some work against herbal drugs used in against GI, gastrointestinal nematodes. One work was studied on comparative therapeutic efficacy of some ant-helminthic drug in goat hematodiasis. The researcher has used Nigella sativa and Caesalpinia crista. Another work was efficacy on herbal ant-helminthics against gastrointestinal nematodes in goats. So in goats, we have a lot of work in herbal drugs using Chenopodium, Bathua, and Musca paradisiaca. These two products, Bathua and banana leaves, dried banana leaves, powder, and Bathua, whole plant. This has given a good result in as a dewormer against GI nematodes in goats. That was efficacy of herbal formulations and goats. The scientists have used polyherbal therapy using Begonia helminthia or Calazira, Rutia fundosa. Fundosa is also Palash, which is having very good helminthic effect, and Coriandrum sativum. All these were given in equal amount and used as entry. This was based on the fecal egg count report. Then last one was recently submitted cucurbita pepo or cucumber seed powder. This has worked against very good against GI strong guys in the goats. Therapeutic efficacy of powder seeds of coriander sativum or that is dhania, coriander sativum and cucurbita pepo against the strong guys in the goats. So cucurbita pepo was proved to be better than coriander sativum. And combination was also given, but the combination not is cucurbita pepo. So this is very economical. We can eat the pumpkin and give the seeds to the goats. Very useful drug.